Well, good evening again. Here we are with Maria Torgersen. You have been running a pretty good race here for the last couple of days, gradually inching closer to Alex and fifth place today. So you must be pretty pleased with yourself.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when I came down that hill holding on to Lena's tail that my dogs were able to keep up at that point.
Yeah. So Jerry, fire away with your questions.
Okay, Maria, you're back at the stage stop again. 1 year at the 8 Dog, and 2 years. This will be your second year in the main stage, correct? Tell us a little bit about your history in dogs and how you've evolved to be a main stage racer and running the Streepers B team.
Okay, so my dad raced for 25 years. I kind of caught the bug from him. But originally, I was that little kid running around the vet check, just trying to pet dogs and help out the mushers any way I could. And when my dad started running the Streepers B team, I got to do a lot more hands-on with the dogs and got mentored more by Buddy Streeper, which has been a huge blessing, and worked my way up to being able to run these races, which is completely out of this world.
How much did you get to train this year or be around sled dogs?
Well, I actually worked with the Gregor Kennel out of Bozeman for a little while, and I helped run tours with Jesse Royer in West Yellowstone over Christmas break, which was so cool. But as far as time with the Streepers, I got about 5 days with the dogs in West Yellowstone and training before we came to this race and had to get it started.
Boy, that's a pretty short window to even learn their names, isn't it?
It is quite 39 names, and only 14 are mine.
How do you help decide at this stage after you get to learn the dogs and stuff? Do you help get decide who runs tomorrow, or is that just pretty much Bud's decision? How do you communicate that?
Now I give him a full detail on what I saw out on the trail, because he really can't know. Anything can happen out there. So I'll give him a lot of information from what I saw and observed out there. And this year, much more than last year, I began giving suggestions on what I think might work really good for the next day. And we've just been conversing a bit more back and forth on who should run, who should wait, and strategies.
That's great. There's nothing like open communication like that. That's wonderful. Do you have a favorite dog or dogs from this year's team?
Ooh, I have to say at this point, my top 3 are going to be Shelby, who ran for me last year. So she's an incredible, incredible leader. Zeus, who has run for Buddy, my dad, and myself, the stage stop, all around incredible wheel dog. And then Brody, this young wheel dog who's run every day for me, hasn't come off the line once and just barrels up those mountains. He's a bit smaller male, but he definitely pulls his own weight and then some.
Wonderful. What's your goals for the future? You're just 18.
Yeah, future is really crazy at the moment. I would love to get through college and then focus a lot more on mushing. At this point, I would love to build my own kennel and do the whole shebang, but I'm just trying to learn as much as I can at the moment and be optimistic for the future.
Do you have a major picked out in college?
Sorry, you went out. What'd you say?
Do you have a major or majors picked out in college?
So somewhere along the line of engineering, either environmental, civil, or industrial is what I'm thinking. And I'm planning on going to MSU Bozeman.
Great. What about the 2022 race next year? What's your plans for that?
At this moment, I'm just trying to get through this one. I have absolutely no clue. But if I can swing it to miss more than a week of college, when I can barely do it when I'm in high school, I will absolutely do that. But at the moment, I have absolutely no clue.
That's perfect. I still don't want what I want to be when I grow up either. So you're doing fine. Over to you, Sebastian.
Well, I had to chuckle when you were talking about environmental engineering. That's exactly what I did. And it was pretty boring and my life went to the dogs. So you might as well stay with dogs. No,
Exactly.
it's good to have a degree and to fall back on. But that's exactly what got me to Canada as environmental engineering. And then, yeah, kind of went down the path you talk about, worked with another kennel and wanted to get my own dogs. And here I am, haven't worked a day in engineering in a long time.
Well, you still got it, I'm sure.
No. I mean, not after 20 some years, things have changed too much. So 4 minutes and 44 seconds. You think you can get that tomorrow? One more place?
I've got 2 fresh dogs that are coming in. They're yearlings and spunky, and I'm going to give it everything I've got. I plan on going out with an 11 dog team, but the last dog only has 2 legs.
I was just going to say you. So I hope you're going to drive an 11 dog team. It's funny. We thought about the same thing. So Jerry, I want to see some pictures of her running tomorrow.
Okay, we'll get it.
Well, thanks for your time, Maria. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.